On 16 September 2025, Malawians went to the polls to vote for president, members of parliament and ward councillors. President of the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, Professor Mutharika, was declared winner of the presidential race. Professor Mutharika's come back to power as Malawi's 7th president has been bent on solving the economic challenges that Malawians have been facing.
This is not a time to eat. Sintayo dear eye. It is time to work. And to work hard for the prosperity of our beloved country. We are all aware of the economic challenges that our nation is facing. My vision is clear: to solve these economic challenges and bring tangible development to every Malawian. I task each one of you to support me on this transformational agenda. I want Malawi to start producing and exporting on a serious scale. This is how we can create jobs and generate forex. You have an important role to remove every bottleneck that may allow us down, that may slow us down on this mission.
The transformation agenda by President Professor Mutharika has excited several players of Malawi's economic sector. Grace Mijika is the chairperson of the Grain Traders and Processors Association of Malawi.
We are very excited with the new developments. We've seen a very positive change in a way that so far the people that have been appointed to ministerial positions, some of them may be parastatals, we're seeing a level of people that have experience and to a certain extent people with integrity. So that excites us, and especially in our area of business, which is mostly under Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Trade. We're very excited because we see fellow private sector individuals, and we believe that they will bring their private sector drive in these ministries. In terms of expectations from both ministries, the line ministries, which is Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Trade, we are looking at the government embracing private sector engagement, because we see that it has been a little bit of a gap, and they engage us maybe towards the end of issues. I'll give an example of engagement when developing policies. We are looking at a government that engages private sector on policy development. The other issue would be the inclusiveness. We find a lot of times that government makes decisions without including private sector, but we believe that we need to take a collective action if we are to move forward with whether it's programs or policies. If we are included, I think we can make better strides in the industry. The other issue that we expect is the openness, where the ministers as well as the ministries should have that openness, where private sector should be able to easily meet the minister or meet the technical people where we have challenges, so that we start moving together.
For the Drillers Association of Malawi, the expectations of the new government are equally high, more especially on finding a solution to the challenges of forex in the country. Dr. Grant Chikweza is the president of the Drillers Association of Malawi.
Firstly, I think let me congratulate the the President, His Excellency Professor Mutharika, for winning the elections. It has been very tough for us, the association as well as the business people as a whole. Things were very tough. Things were, the cost of production was very high. We're having challenges of getting forex. If you want to buy, we deal with huge machineries in our association. So there's need of getting spare parts from outside the country. So we're having a lot of challenges in terms of getting forex. So I think we're expecting quite a lot with the new administration. The start is very good. They've started well. What we need now is to support them so that we should be able to move forward.
The allocation of 5 billion kwacha to each constituency every year is another promise that has brought huge interest among Malawians. And Chikweza challenges members of parliament to use this opportunity to ensure that people have potable water.
See, we're still having challenges of water, clean water in Malawi as a whole. And we expect the current MPs, which have been ushered to power, to utilize that fund. So that, because currently we're moving out from the bore itself. We want them to start doing the reticulation of water, where we drill, we put the tanks, and have taps within the villages. So we're expecting the new MPs, I think, to take that as a challenge, because there's a challenge of clean water there in the communities. So we expect that, and we are happy that the new administration is putting in, is it 5 billion for each constituency? So we expect the MPs to utilize that chance. I think we'll be able, ourselves as well as the stakeholders, to make sure that the 5 billion is being put in a better use.
Corruption is a cancer that is affecting the growth of Malawi's economy. For the Center of the Youth Empowerment and Civic Education, this is a key area of focus which needs collective efforts. Lagembewe is Executive Director for the Center.
The issue about corruption. We have spoken about fighting corruption by word of mouth, but we have not taken appropriate action to end this vice once and for all. Perhaps it's time now that His Excellency should walk the talk in as far as ensuring that corruption is the story of the past. We know as civil society we have a role. The citizens have a role to support and complement government efforts, because the president alone and his cabinet may not be better placed to end the vice. But if we work hand in hand, because most of this corruption happen where we are staying, where we are living, we know it, we support it, we leave it until the 40th day, which will not even come at all. So it's time that the citizens, civil society, and the government work hand in hand to end this vice, because we would want to develop.
Mbewe further says government should pay attention to management of debt, both external and internal, as well as inflation.
The government should pay much particular attention into looking at element of ensuring debt cancellation. Quite many times Malawi has not been able to progress very well because it has been rocked in both domestic and other elements of debt. That has rocked us in terms of development. So we're looking forward to the government to be engaging in debt cancellation at all levels. Not only that, but we are also looking at the inflation, possible ways of managing the inflation to make sure that the citizens enjoy and appreciate that indeed DPP has come by way of walking their talk in as far as proven leadership is concerned.
On youth promotion, Mbewe says government should ensure that youth engagement remains a priority.
We are looking forward to DPP that is focusing on developing Malawi by looking at various sectors of the economy. We are a youthful nation. I'll begin by that. And for that reason, we're looking forward to see the government focusing much in terms of promoting youth participation and inclusion, creation of jobs, but also looking at how best to ensure that the youth are meaningfully engaged and incorporated in the national development agenda.
Mbewe further says the introduction of free secondary education is another key area that has the potential to promote human capital development, which Malawi needs in realizing the Malawi 2063 development agenda.
The other issue, we've just listened to a very wonderful pronouncement by the state president in terms of free secondary education. It is a very welcome development because it will continue to support the agenda for quality education and education for all. However, a caveat to that would be to say perhaps they should be able to set aside appropriate mechanisms that will help to ensure that we should not depart from quality. Ensure that the students are offered the appropriate loans for them to excel whenever it comes to tertiary education. Many of them are living in abject poverty, in which case we require that they are supported to continue with their tertiary education. Not only that, there's also need to support the education sector with the education materials, infrastructure development, so that it has to correspond with the element of free secondary education or primary education. Sometimes free things may come with the negative repercussions by way of lowering the educational standards. But we have very much hope that the President may have done quite a lot in terms of groundwork to ensure that whenever this is implemented, all appropriate mechanisms are put in place, so much so that we achieve what we want to intend to.